Jumping right into the tutorial, I'm going to start to prime my face with my Milani Prime Correct primer and the NYX Born to Glow Illuminating Primer. And I mixed both primers and I'm just now applying them over my pre-moisturized face. Moving on to my foundation, I'm using the Milani Concealer 2-in-1 foundation. This is a long wear type of foundation, full coverage. So since I'll be wearing this all day and then transition into my evening, I want to make sure that it stays. This is pretty compatible to the Clinique also that I use. I am blending it in with my Real Techniques sponge. I'm really liking this sponge right now. And by the way, my sponge was damp. Down into the neck, up into the hairline. Now moving on to eyebrows. I'm going to start with the wax first. That was from the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow kit that I own. Going on with the little brush that comes in the kit. And I finish my eyebrows off camera. Now I'm going to prime my eyes. Oh, sorry, I'm going to color correct with my NYX tone corrector, and this is in salmon color. And this is going to cancel out my under eye darkness. I'm applying it just with a brush and then blending it in with my finger. I am now just moisturizing my lips. Going on to concealer. Of course, I'm using my Shape Tape in light medium. This kind of concealer goes a long way, so just one application, it's plenty for the entire face that I need. I have some darkness underneath my nose, so I'm just kind of contouring and just covering up any darkness that I have underneath my nose, and then just brightening up underneath the eye. Now I'm going to set my concealer with the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. I am using the e.l.f. concealer brush to do so. And I'm just going on patting motions. This helps brighten up the under eye area as well. I am using this powder all over where I applied the concealer. Now I'm going to set the rest of my makeup with my e.l.f. translucent powder. This is in color Sheer. Not color, but finish. And I am using my Real Techniques powder brush to do so. And I'm just patting, kind of patting this powder all over my face and neck. Now I'm gonna go into my eyebrows, and also I'm not using a primer for my eyelids, but rather I'm just using the Shape Tape. I really like this for priming purposes as well. And what that will do, it'll help your eyeshadow stay throughout the day and not move around. Okay, now I'm going into my eyebrows and I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown. I'm going with the pencil, also by Anastasia Beverly Hills, just to kind of fill in the brows a little bit more. Okay, now going into my Milani palette, I'm going to start setting the concealer that I put on top with a neutral kind of like light color. This is going to be the base color from the palette. Now I'm going with the contour shade, and I'm going to work it into the crease, just back and forth. And I am using my It Cosmetics blending brush for this. Make sure you blend it all in. So that was our transition color. Now I'm gonna go onto my next palette, and I'm gonna start working in one of the kind of like a orangey light brown color into the crease as well, and in the eyelid as well. And I'm going with that purple shade on the NYX Ultimate Multi-Finish Shadow Palette. And I am using a Morphe tapered brush. So I'm starting on the outer corner, which is where I want to deposit most of the product, and then just kind of run it around along the crease. Remember, you want to work with small amounts of product at a time and then just slowly build it up. I'm going to run that same shade down on my lower lash line with the same brush, and just kind of going back over it as well again. Okay, now I'm going into my Wet n Wild Contour Powder palette, and I'm going to start warming up the face. I like to take it up onto the temples, my forehead, just to kind of have a nice bronze base. I like to take it underneath my chin, my jaw, and then also my neck. You want everything to match and go well together. A little on the cheeks. I'm going to go into my Milani Coral Color Blush, and I'm going to apply it with a blush brush, starting on the apples of my cheeks, just kind of lightly dusting the product and blending it in. Remember, this is just my daytime look, so I don't want to go too dramatic with it. I'm going with a nude color by Milani. I'm going to line my lips first. And I am going with my NYX Plush Gel Lipstick. This is a very nice lipstick, creamy, very creamy formula. I love all of NYX lip products. So this is a perfect look that you can wear every day. I did not do any eyeliner or mascara, warming up with bronzer, a little blush, and then a nude lip. And so you have like 5 minutes, you get home and you have to be ready to go out. Then you can simply amp it up with just a little extra touches and then be ready for the evening. So moving on to the evening look, I'm going to again prep my lips with just a little bit of lip balm, and going back to that same Milani palette I used earlier, all I'm going to do is use the darker shade on the palette and then work it onto the outer corner of the eye and then into the crease as well with a small blending brush. And again, I'm just blending it all in. We're just trying to create a more dramatic look for the evening. Now going with the highlight in the same palette, I'm just going to simply apply it with my ring finger. I have not wet the product, it's just very, very strong as it is. So I'm just going to blend it in with a flat brush. And looks like I changed my mind. I just want to apply it with the flat brush on my other eye. Going back to this original darker shade in the palette, I'm going to continue to build that color up and running it through the lower lash line as well. Keep on going, keep on going. And I'm going back with my blush just to kind of touch up that blush from earlier. And moving on to eyeliner, I'm grabbing Sex Kitten by Tarte. And this is basically just it's not liquid, it's just a pencil basically, but it's really creamy and easy to work with. Now I'm going to grab a smudge brush and just kind of smudge it all over, just to give it a little bit of a softer look and create a little tiny wing. Now with the same, so my camera died, but all you need to do in the end is going to be, you're going to add some lipstick. So to change it up, we're going to go from a nude to a red. Oh, that is not the right one. I'm going to grab this ColourPop cream gel liner. And going to this red butter lipstick by NYX. And we're going to add a little bit of highlight. We're going to use the Wet n Wild. I have this little fan brush here. Let's try that. I'm just going to place it right on the high points of the face. Nose. Cupid's bow. And we're going to add a little pop in the inner corner of our eye. I'm going to grab this small pencil by e.l.f. Looks like it's an eye crease brush. So we're just going to dab it in here and just apply it right in the inner corner. And I'm going to highlight at the top of the brow just to kind of make things a little bit more dramatic. Yeah, so that's fine. We're gonna add just a little bit at the top. Nothing too crazy. And that is the final look. So it took me about 5-10 minutes to go from the daytime to the evening look. It's really not that bad as long as you have a pretty good base from the morning. So then just go change your clothes and go up. Thank you guys for watching, and please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Give me a thumbs up and feel free to follow me on social media. My username on Instagram is LMF Beauty. And again, thank you for watching.